Welcome to My Asshole Podcast. Let's get into it. Today is Sunday, and boy, do we got a juicy little episode for you guys today on this Sunday episode. Today's thread is, what's the worst lie your ex has ever told you? So let's see what your dirty, nasty ex has been lying to you about. All right. After my ex broke up with me, she managed to say she cheated on me. Told me that during our entire relationship, I was just the side piece, yo. Oh, and she had a real man who was loving her. A few hours later, her best friend messaged me and said my ex is full of shit, loved me, and was just making stuff up to hurt me. Still thankful for that friend to set things right. So she tried to make it seem like he was the side piece and she had some other dude who was a real man. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. That's ridiculous. Why don't you just break up with dude? Hey, it's not working out. Like, what's wrong with that? Why do you feel like you got to go to the ends of the fucking earth to like destroy this man and everything that he loves just to break up with him? Like, dude, you don't have to say any of that. Like, all of that was so unnecessary. It is crazy. Oh, wow. When I picked her up for our first date, she was ready and waiting outside her house. For the next 10 years, we never ever came close again to what may be described as being ready on time. Okay. All right. My man's was just like, on our first date, she was ready and on time. Every time after that, nope, she wasn't ready and on time. Okay, all right. She wanted to stop having sex because she suddenly wanted to be religious.
Stop the cap.
Come on, man. What the fuck? In reality, she was just fucking another guy. That's crazy. That's great. She said, oh, look, honey, nah, we can't do it anymore. Like, I want to be religious. Like, I want us to wait until marriage, to have sex. Why can't you just break up with him? I will never understand that. And I'm sure even you guys, the listeners right now, are just like, exactly, I don't understand that. Why go to these lengths? Just break up with them. Just break up. Just be like, hey, yo, it ain't working out. I don't think this is working out. I don't want to be with you anymore. Like, how is that so hard for people? It's crazy to me. And I'm not just saying that this is just girls or this is just guys, because it is on both sides. But it's just like, dude, what the fuck, man? Ridiculous. All right. That the pink thong in his center console with his 7-year-old daughters. Yo. Come on, man. Why? That's crazy. He said that was my 7-year-old daughter's underwear. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. And you thought that she was going to believe that? That's not only crazy, that's disgusting as fuck. Like, bruh, why would it being your daughter's underwear in your car make it any better? If anything, that makes me look at you even weirder. And that girl knew what she was doing. Oh, she knew. She was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna leave these underwear here. Yeah, she fucking knew what she was doing. She was like, yeah, if you ain't really fucking on no other bitch, like, trust me, she'll find this if you are. That's crazy. That I wasn't allowed to break up with him after he hit me. Whoa. Played nice for the night for my safety. Got out the next day. He really seemed to think that him saying you can't break up with me without my permission was going to work. He came home to an almost empty apartment. I only took my stuff, but that was pretty much everything in the apartment. So he got Yeah, so he got home to like one pan, one chair, no bed, no food except some granola bars that he bought. Damn. Yeah, nah. If a motherfucker's hitting on you and all that kind of stuff, just get the fuck out of there. Leave. I don't understand why some chicks feel like, oh, I can't leave. I can't this and that. Nah, man. You can always leave. Just get the fuck up out of there and just go. Say peace, motherfucker. Because that's never going to be a good situation no matter what. Like, damn. Homeboy really thought he was him. Alright, the leftover pizza fell out of the fridge onto the floor, so I had to throw it away. Not true. She ate it. She ate it and lied about it. Come on, man.
Bruh.
Oh, my God. It started a real escalation in the leftovers game. What the... Why? Why would she have to lie about something so fucking stupid? Just tell me you ate the pizza. It's fine. We can go buy another one. Like, dude, it's leftovers. It ain't that serious. Hey, that's crazy to me. God. The cat had installed Tinder. Bruh, what?
Bruh.
Come on, man. The cat installed Tinder on your phone. Come on, bruh. What? Again, why? Why? Just break up with him. Who cares at this? You know, like, you obviously don't. You're on Tinder, so you obviously don't care. So just break up with him. You don't give a fuck about this dude. Like, come on, man. I will never understand. My ex told me he was in the Army Reserve and needed to borrow my car the last weekend of every month to go training because he didn't have one. Turned out he had been in the reserves for over 4 years and was instead taking my car for 3 days a month to go visit his not-so-ex-girlfriend 2 hours away. Wow, you were getting finessed. Not only was he lying to you, but he was taking your car to take some other bitch out. That's crazy. And the ex was probably just like, oh my God, your car's really nice. Oh, that's... Wow. Wow, bruh. Again, I will never understand. I mean, I guess for him, he looked at it like, oh, I'm just going to stay with her so I can use her car. But it's like, nigga, you're not making money. Like... You gotta be making money if you taking this bitch out. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Just get your own car at this point and break up with old girl because you clearly want to stay with your ex. Like, I don't get it. What is going on? Like, all of this could easily be just resolved by a simple, hey, I don't think it's working out anymore. That's it. That's all you got to do. And they're just sitting here like, nah, that's too hard. Like, sneaking around and doing the extra most. That's the better shot. Like, wow. That he would stop drinking. I had 2 exes promise me this, and alcohol ended up being more of a priority than me. I see this so many times in like women's relationships where they think like, oh yeah, I'm gonna come into this guy's life and I'm gonna change him, and it never works, ever. I've said it multiple times during the course of this show. Ladies, you're never gonna change him. You're never gonna change him. And it's like the way you met him is the way he's going to stay. And if you don't love the way he is when you met him, well, guess what? You're not going to love the way it is, through the long term. It's just, you ain't going to change him. He'll probably change for a week, a month, maybe 2, maybe 3 months. But then he's going to go right back to his bullshit. And it happens every single time. Every single time. All my female friends, they've gone through the same shit. They're like, oh, I thought he was going to change. Oh, I thought things were going to get better. Oh, I thought this was going to happen. Oh, it was great for like a couple of weeks, couple of months, blah, blah, blah. And then it was right back to the bullshit. And I'm like, I told you so. It never fails. Dudes don't change. It's how you fucking met him is how he's going to stay. So if you don't like him the way you met him, then don't stay. But, hey, sometimes you got to fall on your face and figure it out, Not really told me per se, but she called my grandmother and told her I had been having sex with my cousin since we were kids. Not true. Stressed my grandma out. Bruh. She out here giving grandma a heart attack for no fucking reason. Why? Why would your ex be like, hey, yo, grandma, your grandson been out here fucking on the cousins. It's crazy. Like, and it's not true. Like, why? For what? For what? Imagine going over to Grammy's house and she just looking at you sideways like, dirty nigga. Like, you're out here fucking your cousins and shit. And you're like, Grandma, what's going on? What's wrong? I was like, don't get near me. You over here fucking your cousins and whatnot. Like, wait, what? I'm doing what to my cousins? Like, hold on. Who'd you hear that from? He was like, oh, your girl told me. Your girl told me your little secret. Like, no. Like, that's crazy. At the same time, what would make her want to say that to his grandma, of all people? That's great. Okay. My ex told me his phone died for 3 days straight. That's crazy. Come on, man.
Stop the cap.
Your phone died for nigga. Yeah, he was clearly fucking another bitch. Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. You're not hiding anything. You're not hiding anything from anyone. Stop it. That's crazy to me. My ex told me to not text her at night because her little sister uses her phone at night. What the fuck? Yeah, that's because she getting plowed at night. That's what it is. That's because the real boyfriend is coming over at night and he getting up in them walls. That's crazy, man. Oh, that's crazy. Just the lengths people are going to. It's like, for what? Why are you keeping me around? Why are you subjecting me to this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's the point? I don't get it. Like, you want me around but you don't want me around? Like, yeah, it's crazy. I was a teenage cancer heartthrob and knew there was a chance I was sterile. During my engagement, I finally got tested and my fiance said she'd love me no matter what the results were. Then after getting married, I found out she was sleeping with her boss. She said one of the reasons was because he could have kids. He was twice her age and had 3 kids from 3 different baby mamas. I used to think she was so good at math. Damn. That's wow. Homeboy is out here just laying pipe to 3 other chicks and your girl. Damn, and it's like, why say that? Why be like, oh, regardless of the test results, like, I'll still love you and all this kind of stuff? Why say that? Why not just be honest and be like, hey, I really want kids, and if you're not able to give me kids, well then, I just don't see I don't see this between us. Like, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with saying that? Like, what's wrong with that? Why couldn't you just be straight honest with me? Instead, you want to go do all these extra, obstacles and hoops and all. Like, damn, son. Damn. This is going back to the time of answering machines, but my ex told me she was having dinner after work with a friend whose mom had cancer. That night, before her shift even ended, the friend called to say her mom passed away. I didn't say anything. When she came home, I asked her how her dinner went, and she said it was fine. Nice to catch up, and she felt really bad about the mother, but they were positive things would get better. I bit my tongue the entire night, took every ounce of strength I had. She went off to work the next morning, and I moved her out. I brought all her shit to her parents' house and put it in their driveway. Took 3 trips, and by the third one, she was home early before I got the chance to change the locks. It was almost a perfect execution. I got her moved out and also taken off my bank accounts all within 8 hours. My man was on a mission. On a mission, bruh. Yo. He was like, oh, so you want to go out on dates, then you want to lie to me and sit there and say that your friend's mom had cancer and all this kind of stuff, like lying to the highest degree, and you think I'm going to just sit here and be boo-boo the fool? That's crazy. That's crazy to me. Like, bruh, that's just wild. Damn. Hey, gots to do it. Gotta do it. Wasn't me, but a friend. She said her husband said he woke up with a friend riding his dick. That's crazy.
Bruh.
Come on now. Because he took a nap on the couch. He was going to this chick's house playing video games and lying to my friend / his wife for some time. Then eventually he fell asleep and his dick ended up inside her. I couldn't stop laughing when she told me. Mind you, he was a continuous liar. That's crazy, bro. Homeboy was just like, oh my God, it was crazy. I fell asleep. My pants magically flew off. And then she was just on my penis. It's wild. Wild. I felt nothing though, babe. Felt nothing. I was asleep the whole time. You know what I mean? I woke up a couple quarts lighter, but you know what I mean? That's just the way it is sometimes, you know? Like, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. Obviously, of course. Like, dude, what? Sometimes I don't get what goes through people's heads, like when they try to justify something, and it just sounds like complete craziness. And they're just in the car like, okay, I fell asleep. She fell on my dick. Like, yeah, duh. Yeah, I was asleep. Of course, I was asleep. And then she was just riding my penis. I didn't feel it, nothing. Like, yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah, she'll believe that. She'll believe that. And like, oh, babe, guess what? I was sleeping, right? And my friend, you know, she just fell and started riding my dick, and it was crazy. And I was just like, oh my God, this is so wild. Like, I just can't believe it happened. I just had to tell you. Like, come on, man. It just makes no sense. How the justification comes about. My ex told me his family abused him and went through a lot of professionals, not in a good way, social services and police, to find out this never happened. He also said he was so depressed he was going to kill himself over messages, and he was at home having a laugh with the family he had accused. Whoa. What the fuck? So my man's was just lying about having an abusive family and going through a lot and all this kind of stuff, and then saying that he was going to end himself over messages. But really, he was at home laughing with the family. That's crazy. How you going to lie on your family like that? Like, what did he want? Like sympathy pussy or something? Because that's what it seems like. It seems like he was just like, oh, I need to make this girl feel so bad for me so that way, you know, she'll fuck me. Yeah, like, what? That's what it seems like. It seems like he wanted old girl to feel so bad for him so he get some coochie. But I'm like, okay, damn. That's crazy, bro. You got to do all those theatrics just to get some coochie. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. All right, we're going to do 3 more. Do you vow to take this person to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer or poor, in sickness and in health, to love, do us cherish, until death do us part? I do. Yeah, that's probably the biggest lie told ever by everyone that's been married, if I'm being honest with you. I mean, if you're out there and you're still married, hey, kudos to you. But man, all the motherfuckers out there that are just getting divorces after 2-3 years, crazy to me. crazy to me. That's why I think marriage is a sham, if I'm being honest with you. It's just like nowadays marriage has devolved into just like, hey, you know, this is something that we do, and then it means absolutely nothing. You know, like on the day of, it means everything. After that, it don't mean shit. It don't mean shit. It's like a married woman or guy will still go out and just cheat and do whatever and be with somebody else. Oh my God, I wish I could kill my wife, or I wish I can kill my husband to be with you. It's just wild. It's crazy, dude. Yeah, I give it that, man. That marriage is probably the biggest sham ever. We were on a break, and he sent me a picture of him in bed with a girl early in the morning and claimed that they just napped together. Yikes, so close, almost fooled me there. She covering herself with sheets, but I could tell she was naked. Who the fuck do you think I am? Why in the hell would he send you that picture? Like, okay, I guarantee you it was one of those things where it was just like his homies or some fucking YouTube video or some bullshit had told him, hey, yeah, if she wants a break, you go get with another girl. And then when you get with that other girl, you take a picture and you send it to that bitch. You let her know that you're that guy, and then she's going to want you back. She's going to be begging to have you back. Like, dude, what the fuck? What's the point? What's the point? Like, if you're mad that you guys are on a break and you're just like, oh, you know, if that's what you want to do, you know, fuck that, and you go be with the next girl, and you stop talking to this girl, and if she comes back and talking about, oh, I want you back, blah, 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 you'd be like, nah, I'm good, I moved on. And she, you know, she's gonna be like, wait, what do you mean you moved on? Like, yeah, we're on a break, we're broken up, dude. Like, I moved on, you know. Like, dude, you know, why do you got to do all these extra theatrics and all this extra bullshit? Like, bruh, all you're doing is proving her right. Literally, you're proving her right. She broke up with you and she called it a break because she was possibly feeling like on the fence about you. Like, I don't know if I want to be with him. I don't know if I do. Like, I don't know. And then you send her this picture and she's just like, yep, okay. I was right to break up with this dude. You know what I mean? Because I guarantee you it's a thing that he wanted her back. Guarantee it, he wants her back. And that's why he did this stupid shit. Thinking she was going to come crawling back. Thinking she was going to be, oh my God, why are you with another girl? I want you back so bad. Like, no. She's just going to be like, oh, you know what? Yep. I knew I was right to fucking get rid of you. Like, stupid. Stupid. All right, this is going to be our last one in this thread. I told my ex that her ex-boyfriend was telling me that he's the father of my son. She told me block him. He's bipolar. So naturally, I went to the courthouse for the DNA results that they made me take when he was born. She had it in writing that she acknowledges that I am not the father, and she knew and hid the results from me for an entire 5 years. It doesn't change how I feel about my son. He's mine and I have full custody over him. When I found out, all I could think about was, well, she definitely can't lower the bar any further. I was wrong. She's having a child with my kid's biological dad. That's crazy. So she got pregnant by her ex-dude. Her ex-dude then reaches out and is just like, yo, that kid is mine. And she's been lying to you for the past 5 years. And she's like, no, he's fucking bipolar. He doesn't know what he's talking about. You go get a DNA test. You find out that he was actually telling the truth. And you're just like, wow, bitch. You sat there and lied to my face and was like, that is my son when that's not my son. And I mean, kudos to you by, you know, still wanting to take on, the son. Personally, I would have just been like, hey, your son's going to be fucked up and that's your fault, because I would have left. It would have just been too much of a struggle to deal with that situation. Like, I get it. You'd still want, you'd be like, oh, still be there for the kid, but that would be too hard. You know what I mean? Knowing that that's not my kid, and I've been lied to the whole time. Emotionally, that would be so scarring, and that would be extremely tough to sit there and take care of a kid who I thought was mine and is not mine. Like, it would just make me feel like, dude, what the fuck? And it's, and I would be blaming her. I'm like, dude, you're putting this on him, not me. Like, you better go get that other dude and, get a dad in this kid's life, because I'm not dealing with this shit. And then she goes and gets pregnant because he's like, oh, I thought that was the worst of it. But nope, she's having another baby by that nigga. Like, wow. Wow. So you get caught lying about your ex and you want to talk shit about him, and then you go back and fuck him and get pregnant by him? Crazy, bro. Absolutely crazy. That shit is just wild to me. Oh my God. But that's going to go ahead and be the end of that thread, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that crazy thread. Ridiculous, man. People are just, oh my God, dude. I'm telling you, man, the dating world is just retarded now. It's just the worst. Oh my God. Like, I see why people are just sick of it. They're so done with it, because it's just like, people don't know how to be honest anymore. They don't. Everybody wants to be inclusive, and everybody wants to be supportive, and everybody wants to be all this, but they don't want to be truthful. Nobody wants to be truthful for nothing, bro. It's crazy to me. Damn. Oh, shit. All right, we're going to hop into announcements super fast, and then I'm going to go ahead and get into our scenarios sent in by you beautiful people. Patreon.com/MyLastWhole Podcast, get an exclusive episode every single Friday, as well as being able to send in your scenarios to be featured on Tuesday, as well as Sunday shows like these people have today. Hopefully you guys caught yesterday's show, the free September Patreon episode. Hope you guys checked out that episode, man, and it kind of enticed you to get on the Patreon and check out the year's worth of content we have over there, man. Definitely check out that episode that I did yesterday, and not yesterday, on Friday. I'm over here thinking it's Saturday for some reason. The episode I did on Friday. Check that episode out. See if it's, something you want to do. Get on the Patreon, man, and check that out. You got a year's worth of content over there. If you're an audio listener, keep downloading the podcast as well as rating it 5 stars. That shit helps out so much. And guess what? It's free, baby. It's free. If you want to help out even more on the free 99 side of things, go ahead and get down in that little description. Click on that link tree. Go to our YouTube, our TikTok, as well as our Instagram. Follow us on those, and support us. I appreciate that so much. I love all the support that you guys have been showing over this past year, which is crazy to me that we've been doing this show for an entire year now. And I'm just appreciative of all of it, man. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it all. Now let's get into today's scenarios. And boy, do we got some crazy ones. Let's get into it. Am I wrong to not want to support my girlfriend through her mental health crisis? She slept with someone else. So her sleeping with someone else constitutes as a mental health crisis? She was just like, I was having a mental health crisis, so of course I was going to suck his penis. Like, I had no choice. That would be crazy. All right, let's see what's up. Last month, my girlfriend of 5 years asked if we could take a break from our relationship because her mental health had gotten awful. I definitely noticed it declining in the past year or so. I understood, even though I really didn't want to lose her. She swore it was only a break and we'd get back together by the end of the semester. So I agreed. As we moved back on our respective campuses, we kept in touch pretty much every day. From the start, she complained about her new roommate's boyfriend. She said he was always around, had bad vibes, always checking her out, lingering around common areas, flirting, and just being a creep. I told her to tell management and have her roommate kick him out, but she kept saying she was afraid to cause problems. I was stressed about this for a while because no girl deserves to live with a guy that she's uncomfortable with. I sent her a door lock stick and she started using that whenever she was at the dorm, so I felt somewhat better about the situation. This morning, I woke up to her calling my phone. She was crying so hard I asked her what's wrong, and she said that she slept with this guy.
Bruh.
That's crazy. She's over here, oh my God, he's such a creep and he's always around and he's being weird and this and that and da 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 da. And then out of nowhere, she's just like, oh yeah, I fucked him. Okay. Okay. That's crazy, dude. And then you're out here throwing the waterworks on, pretending that you're so upset that you did that. Like, girl, you wasn't upset when you were on your back leg spread and he was pounding you. Like, come on, man. Just get the fuck out of here with that. I felt sick to my stomach and confused. I asked if it was consensual, and she said that it was, that she lost her mind.
Stop the cap.
Then she went into detail about it being unprotected. Oh, no. Him finishing inside. Oh, etc. I had to hang up on her because I had to throw up. After I hung up on her, she sent me a long text about how she's spiraling mentally and begging me to forgive her and talk to her because she's losing it. I couldn't respond. How badly can somebody spiral to have unprotected sex with a creep you just met after taking a break with your partner of 5 whole years? It's highly unlike her, so she's probably telling the truth, but this is too much for me. Am I wrong for not wanting to support her through this? You're not. You're not, and why do you believe that she's telling the truth? That she lost her... Nah, bro. Nah. In a way, sure, yeah, she lost her mind, all right. But she didn't lose her mind because of mental health problems. Nah, bro, fuck that bullshit. She lost her mind in the fact that she knew what she was doing. She went on a break with you because this guy was not her roommate's boyfriend. This was her boyfriend. All right, this was her boyfriend. This is the truth of the matter. She met this dude. They probably started clicking, hanging out a little bit. She was just like, ooh, I kind of want to see where this goes, but I kind of want to do this the right way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and tell homeboy, hey, look, let's take a break. You know what I mean? I promise we'll get back together, this, and that. And then homeboy just kept coming over. And she was like, well, I need to make it seem like, this dude is a creep or whatever. And it's normal that he's coming over. So I'm just going to say that this is my roommate's boyfriend. When in reality, that probably wasn't the roommate's boyfriend. Let's keep it hundo P here. Probably wasn't the roommate's boyfriend. And so then she ended up fucking him. Homeboy was, either he was a bad lay or she just instant regretted it. I don't know what it really was. But there ain't no way that you're going to have sex with a dude unprotected and let him bust in you. And this is a mental health crisis, or this dude was a creep, or that he was this and that. Like, bro, I bet all of that was a lie. And now she's crashing out because she's like, fuck, I'm losing the other guy. I'm losing the guy that I really want. It's a whole thing like, oh, he's husband material, but this guy is fuckable material, Crazy. Absolutely crazy, man. Yeah, I would, she gots to go, bro. I would block her on everything, and I would just be like, look, bro, I'm done. Like, I can't do this with you no more. You know what I mean? Nah. I'm regretful holding a secret. That's it. That's the title. Holy shit. Okay, let's see what the secret is. The secreta. Okay, I am on the other end of this cheating story. I am the cheater. Okay. This is a little different. All right. Okay. All right. This is a little different. Let's see. So my husband has been out of work for almost 2 years. I worked these entire 2 years. Recently, my husband and I went on a healing separation from one another. Fast forward, a coworker and I exchanged pleasantries, tell each other we've liked one another, which is true. I began feeling emotions for him just as a coworker for months. We plan to hang out. He plans a date, etc. Jump through all the details, and we're at 2 weeks ago. First date, great time, nothing exchanged. Fast forward to the beginning of this week, hanging out, or date 2 hold on. Oh, sixth hangout or date. So this is their sixth date. 2 times had sex and consent kissing. Even at work, we flirt with our eyes. I can't stop thinking about him. I'm around him constantly. It drives me insane. When I'm home, I feel nothing for my husband. The spark isn't there. I haven't let him touch me or kiss me. Nothing. My husband and I have 2 kids. Been together since 18 years old. What do I do now? Do I tell him? Do I keep it to myself? Deep down, I don't want to lose my marriage, but I know whether the secret is kept or not, my marriage is done. And I am absolutely infatuated with the new guy and want to see where it goes. Am I horrible? Damn. I think you're horrible for wanting to keep the marriage. Why are you subjecting this man to this hell? You know, like, for one, you don't love him anymore. Let's just be honest there. You don't love him anymore. 2, you're pretty much withholding everything from him. Everything. He can't touch you. He can't kiss you. He can't be interactive with you at all because you are just so like, don't touch me. You know? And so it's like, dude, you have to end this marriage. And it's fucked up because now you're going to put your kids through this divorce, and now you're going to, you guys are going to have to co-parent. You guys are going to have to deal with that extra bullshit that you guys got going on. You have to do all this extra shit, dude. But do not subject this man to this marriage. You don't have to tell him about the other guy. You don't have to tell him about the dates and you moving on and stuff like that. But definitely be like, look, we need to get a divorce. And you know what I mean? And be like, I'm unhappy in this relationship, and I think it would be better if we just, parted ways. Like, I think you are such an asshole for keeping this man in this marriage. Let him move on. Let him find somebody who actually loves him, because you don't. You don't love him at all. You don't give a fuck about this guy. But you want the marriage. And you want it for selfish reasons, I can guarantee. And that's fucked up. But that you get to go be happy with somebody else while he's stuck in this marriage of no love. That's crazy. Because I guarantee you, if he was doing the same thing that you were doing, you would have a huge issue about it. A huge issue about it, regardless if you love this dude or not. You'd be like, what the fuck? So, yeah, you need a divorce. You need to get out of that marriage and let that man go. Let him be free. And you guys co-parent and let that be that. And you go be with the other guy because you love him so much. You know what I mean? Again, this goes back to the thread. It's like, why? Why are you staying in this? You've already made your decision. You know what I mean? You've already made your decision. You've already decided that you don't love this person anymore. And you're just like, oh, but I still want the marriage. Like, for what? For what? What do you want the marriage for? You know what I mean? Because it ain't for love. It ain't because you care about this guy. Because you really don't. You out here fucking another dude. You really don't give a fuck about this dude. You really don't give a fuck about your husband. So it's like, just get the divorce, man. Just get the divorce. That's crazy. All right, let me know what you think about that one in the comments. My God. Okay, on to the next one. Am I the asshole for not telling my boyfriend my body count? All right. My boyfriend, 33 male, asked me 1 year into our relationship what my 28 female body count is. Previously to this, he hadn't asked the question, but he said he gave me opportunities. When I was 18 to 20, I had approximately 10 sexual experiences, all drunk, blackout type party, and a horrible dissociative time in my life. Each experience traumatized me. I was in an extremely dark place of my life, and I lost my virginity to sexual assault sexual assault at a party. So I think from there it spiraled down. For the last 8 years or so, however, I have been completely sober. I don't do casual hookups, parties, or anything. I live a quite peaceful life. No social type online media. Recently, my boyfriend asked me the question of body count. When he asked me, I sort of blacked out and had to recall all these past experiences. They came out slowly over time since telling him an approximate number. That was 6 months ago. Since then, however, he has been consistently off with me and still upset. He thinks I lied and deceived him, and he doesn't like my past. He said if he had known, it would have given him the choice to proceed with the relationship or leave. Ever since he asked me the question, I've had to relive things more and more daily. It has been extremely painful for me. When we were together, I did not once ever have a memory or a thought to share it with him this time in my life. To me, it feels like I must have blocked it out or something. I have been absolutely transparent with him about this, but he is still being passively hateful towards me. I can't even ask, am I the asshole, because I didn't ever purposely hide this from him. But am I the asshole? Should I have been more thoughtful in remembering things or something? I don't know what to do anymore. All perspectives and help are welcome. Damn, that's a tough one. Just because it's like I get where he's kind of coming from. He kind of looks at it like, holy shit, like you've kind of, gone through this whole like party girl phase where you're getting drunk and hooking up and doing all that kind of stuff. And he's kind of wary that you might go back to that, or if you ever get mad at him, you could easily just default back to like, oh, fuck it, I'm just going to go to the club, or I'm going to go hook up with some dude, or I'm going to get drunk and, fuck some guy or whatever. Or if you go out with your friends, you might get drunk, you know what I mean? And you don't plan to black out. You don't plan to get drunk, but you do. And then you meet some dude and hook up, and you know what I mean? Like, I can see it from his perspective. He's kind of very wary. He's like, holy shit. And I don't even really think it comes down to just body count. I think it just comes down to the fact that like you've had, these actions in the past, and obviously you can change them and be better and all that stuff. And that's great. And it seems like you've done that, but it's also a default setting for you as well. It could be a thing where, we have a bad argument and you get upset at me, so on and so forth, yada, yada. And you decide, you know what, man, I'm so pissed off at him, fuck him, whatever. And you decide to go sleep with somebody else, or you may be, you may still follow on social media some of the guys that you previously had relations with, or whatever. You guys get mad, whatever, and you hit homeboy up like, hey, let's hang out or something. I think he's just being very wary of like, holy shit, could she go back to that? You know what I mean? Would she go back to that? And if she does, would she do that in our relationship, and so on and so forth? I mean, like I said, I get it. From her perspective too, she's just like, yo, all this bad shit happened to me. All these sexual experiences were less than ideal, and I just wanted to block them out, get them over with, and forget about it. You know what I mean? Because I've put in the work to change and be better, and be better for myself. You know what I mean? And I get that. I 100% get that. You know what I mean? But again, I do still see it from his perspective. It's just like, oh. I just would hope that she wouldn't go back to that, you know what I mean? Or it would slip up somehow. She goes out, on a girl's night, or she goes to a girl's trip, or whatever the case may be. And, it accidentally happens. It slips out. You know what I mean? It just makes him wary. He's just like, holy shit, like, should I, just kind of cut it off right now so that way it can't happen to me? Or should I give her the benefit of the doubt, and if it happens, just deal with it when it happens, I don't know. That's a tough one. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't think that, you lied to him. You just didn't, mention it to him. And that kind of sucks, because he's like, I kind of wish I would have known in the beginning. At the same time, though, I get why you didn't tell him, because you wanted to forget about it. It's traumatic. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a traumatic experience. You're like, I don't want to ever think about that. And obviously he made you feel so comfortable to the point where you stopped thinking about that. So that's a good thing too. It's like, dude, you make me feel so comfortable and safe and, loved and all that kind of stuff. Like all those past traumatic experiences, I don't even think about that shit no more. Why? Because of you, So I don't know. I think it's going to be a thing of like, you'll just have to earn his trust back very slowly and let him know like, hey, You know what I mean? That part of my life is done. This is who I am now, and prove it to him. And I guarantee you do that, and it's just going to slowly build the trust back together. It's slowly going to get things, kind of going again for you guys, and then he'll be able to kind of get comfortable with you again. Yeah. And I think that's the best thing to do. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, I can see it from both of you guys' perspectives, but it's just a thing where, like, just kind of get his, let him know, hey, this is not me. You know what I mean? That's who I was in the past. I've done what it takes to get better, and I'm going to show you. And hopefully it works out. You know what I mean? But, I mean, some people might be like, oh, she doesn't have to do that. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about it in the comments, man, because that's a tough situation to be in. You know what I mean? It's a very tough situation. Okay. Am I wrong for sending my boyfriend a picture from 3 years ago? Why the fuck can't you just send me a picture of present day? What? Okay. So me, 19 female, boyfriend 20 male, asked me for an ass pic. Okay. I sent one I took 3 years ago. Before you guys freak out, I was wearing spandex shorts. It wasn't corn. I sent it to him because 3 years ago I played sports and was very fit. I still work out, but my lower body isn't as toned as before. My booty and thighs don't look as good as they did when I took the photo. The next day I asked him what he thought about it, and he said that he enjoyed beating his meat to the picture. Before asking if I used some filter, I told him that my tan just faded. He frowned and waited for me to explain. I told my boyfriend that the photo was taken 3 years ago. He immediately became horrified and said I shouldn't have sent him that photo, and that it's weird that he jerked it to a 16-year-old girl. I told him it was 16-year-old me, and I'm 19 now, and I don't mind it. But he was still very disturbed about the whole thing. Yeah. Yes. Because that's child pornography. You know what I mean? I mean, even if it's you wearing spandex, even if it is, you wearing just some booty shorts, bro, you're underaged in that photo, and you're sending me a picture of you being underaged. You know what I mean? And it's just a weird look. It's a weird look, bro. You know what I mean? If somebody were to, obviously find that picture or whatever and be like, oh, who's this girl? You know what I mean? Yeah. And again, it's like he sees you. He knows what you look like. Just send him an updated picture of you. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to, why are you catfishing your own boyfriend? That's just wild to me. Why would you catfish your own boyfriend? That just makes no sense to me. For what? For what reason are you catfishing your own boyfriend? Come on. That makes no sense. You're doing extra for no reason. He already loves you. He already thinks you're attractive. Because if he didn't, you guys wouldn't be together. You know what I mean? Come on, man. And then it's you can always work to get, your old, body back. You can always do that. There's no excuse with that. And if that's how you feel you want to look for him, put the work in the gym, get it done, do what you got to do. But yeah, dude, wow. I cannot believe that, man. I cannot believe that. That's crazy. I would feel uncomfortable too. I would feel extremely uncomfortable too. I'd be like, wow, wait a minute. You were 16 in that picture. And she's like, no, it's okay. It's fine. It's like, no, it's not. Bruh, that's not cool. That's highly weird. Yeah. So, yeah, just send pictures of you now. You know what I mean? Don't do all the confusement. Yeah. All right, this is going to be our last one for today's show. If you got this far in the episode, thank you so much. Love the support. And let's get on to this next our last scenario. Okay. Would I be the asshole if I expose my boyfriend's mistress to her husband? Okay. Expose your boyfriend's mistress. Oh, so the boyfriend is fucking a married woman. I see. Okay, so, my 30 male boyfriend and I, 32 female, have been together for 6 months. Things have progressed rather quickly. Both of us have been in serious, almost marriage relationships previous. We also have been single for some time. Him 7 years, me 3. My last relationship, I was cheated on, abused mentally and physically, gaslight and manipulated to no end. He has experienced this before. Our communication is always on point. He cleared a drawer for me at his house. We even throw a house party together. He made me a key to come and go as I please since I currently live with roommates. I have codes to each other's phones and iPads from the beginning. This becomes important later. All the green flags were there. Fast forward to last week. He works nights, I work days. I am usually at his house after I get off work and wait for him to get home. I'll cook myself dinner, do laundry, clean the house. I was waiting to use his iPad to watch Netflix while I was cooking since the living room TV was not working at this time. When I logged on, he had received a miss you message from what I now know is a coworker. 32 female, married with 3 kids. Damn, 30 kids. Ha! No, 32 female, married with 3 kids. Curiosity or past trauma got the better of me, and I went down the rabbit hole of texts, nudes, addresses, plans to meet up, all within the last 2 months after reading them multiple times. So technically, you guys were only dating for 4 months. You guys were actually dating for 4 months, and then for the next 2 months, he was actually dating her. Like, let's be real here. After reading them multiple times, I can tell they haven't met up as far as I know. But that plans changed multiple times. One of the times she said her spouse was home and she couldn't sneak out. Another time he told her times I would be out of the house. Clearly they both knew they were going to cheat on their significant others. I, of course, packed all my shit and waited on the front porch to confront him when he got home, all while getting I love you text and I miss you FaceTime requests. He swears, and by the text as far as I can read them, they have not met up, and that something comes up each time. I took a video of their entire conversation, nudes included, so that if he tried to lie about it, I would have proof. He told me up front that he made a stupid mistake. He didn't beg me for forgiveness and said that would be manipulation. And I'm worth more than that. I am on the fence about staying or going, but that is not my issue for now. They work together. She is his supervisor. They will interact and see each other at work 100%. Part of me wants to message her with the proof and tell her to fuck off. Part of me wants to message the husband and let him know his wife is stepping out on him. Confirmed with mutual friends that they are in a committed monogamous marriage, and he posts how he loves her publicly on Facebook all the time. Friends are split. My sister wants to out him publicly, and I decided against that, me being friends with a larger part of his family on Facebook. Damn. I mean, I would say don't even do any of that shit and just leave, homeboy. Just leave, homeboy. You know what I mean? Just be like, I'm fucking done with you. Piece and chicken grease, bro. You did what you did. And, this is the consequences of you doing this shit. You wanna make me look like Boo Boo the Fool? That's fine. I look like Boo Boo the Fool then. I'm the fool. You got me. But I'm not going to sit here and stay in this relationship with you. Just leave. Just leave. And it's going to be hard and it's going to suck because you're like, I really thought this was the one. I really thought this was going to happen. You know what I mean? I hate that feeling so much. When you meet somebody and you think like, oh my God, everything is going great. Everything is fantastic. Everything is awesome. And then all of a sudden it's like, damn, I thought I knew you. You know what I mean? You think you know somebody, you think like, holy shit, this person is great, this person is wonderful, and then they show you who they truly are, and you're just like baffled, you're just mind blown. Like, I never thought that this was who you were. I never thought that this was what was going down, crazy to me, man, absolutely crazy to me. So yeah, I would just leave, man. That's that. I would just leave. Whew. Yeah, you guys let me know what you think about that one in the comments, man, because that's wild. Like I said, you guys were only dating for four months, and then the last 2 months he was dating her. Let's be real, he was dating her, and I get it. Oh, he didn't meet up with her. Oh, but this and that. Nah, man, all the intention was there. Think about it. If they were single, or if if she didn't have a man, they probably would have met up. For being honest with you, she didn't have a man. Oh yeah, they would have met up. He would have fucked her at least like 2 or 3 times in that 2 months, probably even more. It's just the fact that obviously she has a husband, so it was like they had to like time it perfectly, and they just couldn't time it perfectly. I'm surprised they weren't fucking at work. And if I'm being honest with you, because she did say that they work overnight. So since they work overnight, man, there's a lot of little secret areas, little unattended spots nobody goes to. You know what I mean? Like, they could have easily been fucking. And if they're exchanging nudes, yeah. You know what I mean? Little quickie in the bathroom, a little hand job in the corner, something like that. Like, come on, man. Let's be honest. Let's be real here. Yes. They probably have fucked at work. You know what I mean? Come on now. There ain't no way they haven't. It's just, yeah. Woo! Tough one. You guys let me know what you think about this scenario down in the comments, and all the scenarios, as well as the thread that we've gone over today. Man, I hope you guys enjoyed today's Sunday episode. Yeah. Again, get on the patreon.com/MileyHousePodcast. Get that exclusive episode every single Friday, as well as being able to send in your scenarios just like these people did. Get on there for that year's worth of content. If you're an audio listener, keep downloading the podcast, as well as rating it 5 stars if you haven't already. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, as well as YouTube, man. Subscribing, following us over there. So it's a big support, man. It is. I appreciate you guys so much, though. Love you all. I will see you on Tuesday for another crazy, wacky episode. Love you guys all, and peace.